Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're doing well. Had a great weekend, that you got some time to enjoy, relax, feel good, watch some football, and maybe even did a little homework as well. So I hope you had a great time. Thank you very much for coming today. I know on this asynchronous Monday. Um, so today we're going to be we're going to be doing day 4 notes. This is going to be looking at transcription, which is the beginning of protein synthesis. And with the beginning of protein synthesis, this is kind of the second half of our unit that we're going to be looking at inside of our DNA unit here. So this is kind of where we're going for the rest of this week. Actually, is going to be looking at protein synthesis. There are 4 parts to it. And today we're going to be learning about day 1, which is called transcription. When you transcribe something, it means you write something down. So today's goal is that we're going to be looking at how we write things down, and then going from DNA, which we've been talking about, into RNA, which we're going to be then making proteins. Remember, proteins are made on the ribosomes inside of the cell. So we're going to be taking the message of the DNA, which is going to be found inside of the nucleus of each cell. We're going to then get that message, and we need to get that message to the ribosome where the protein gets made, but DNA cannot leave the nucleus. So what we need to do is we need to transcribe the message that we find inside of the DNA into RNA, which is the cousin to DNA, so that the RNA can then leave the nucleus and go to the ribosome, where we can then translate that code or that message of the DNA into proteins then. So again, this is kind of looking at that process. And where we're going to start today is there's 2 parts. This is just kind of the intro video to kind of talk about what we're going to be doing for today. And then there's going to be the second video, which is the content video. So this is going to be kind of short, just kind of highlighting where we're going to be going today. Today we're going to be starting off with the fact that let me get that out of there, that we're talking about the central dogma of biology, which is really that DNA makes RNA, which then makes proteins. And that without the DNA making RNA, that there's no way that we can make proteins. This is kind of essential for all life, that we know that every living thing has to have DNA, it has RNA, and it also has proteins inside of it. And the only way that we can make proteins is by using RNA, and the only way that RNA is going to be created or used is then in that process then of copying the message of the DNA to get out of the nucleus to take it to the ribosome. So today's lecture that you're going to be watching next goes through then questions 1 through 8. So it will be this whole page here. And what I will do then is I'm going to update the notes, the link for you, so that you can then have these then. So you can just kind of watch the video. You can copy down the notes then. This is the process of, remember, learning is by copying down the notes and writing these notes. So you should be writing all of these notes down then. Again, we're going to be doing 1 through 8 today in class. Then the homework assignment, you don't have to worry about 9 and 10. We'll do that later on. And then we'll finish up with, and this is just kind of a little review then, number 11 is a nice little review then of the whole idea of transcription. Transcription is to write down the message of the DNA into RNA. Then the homework assignment is going to be day 4. And this will be then due for Tuesday. So I'm going to write that on there here now, like day 4. This is going to be then due Tuesday, January. Today's the 10th, so that would make that the 12th. Okay, day 4, due Tuesday, January 12th. Again, you're only doing the highlighted parts. One of the things to remember about in this process is that in this mRNA line, there are no more T's anymore. Remember, the T's become U's. And then in this one down here, there are no more U's because it's DNA and that contains T's. So you're going to be doing those 4. And then this one here, I've kind of written a little note here in the fact that it says here that this messenger RNA is transcribed or made from the template strand of DNA. So you're going to be using this strand here, the template of the DNA, to make this strand here. And then this middle strand, the complementary, is complementary to the template. So basically, in other words, like this is the parental strand, this is the replicated strand of DNA, and then you're using the template strand to make the mRNA. And remember, the T's in the DNA become U's in RNA, which you can kind of see here as I've given you that example. We have the TTACG, and then the mRNA, that becomes AAUGC, as that A becomes a uracil in the RNA. So again, I've tried to give you a little help as far as like what things to do first. So like if you might want to practice these two so you can kind of get the hang of it, that you're going to do this line first and then go to there. And because you've already got this one, you have to work backwards to do this one first and then do that one second. And then the third page here is just going to be you're doing the highlighted dots. So basically, again, what is this strand here? And then if you have this strand of the DNA, what are you making in the RNA bases then? And again, there's kind of the key here. And I guess remember in the fact that this one, right, whoops, sorry, wrong one. You're supposed to highlight that. And that this one, remember, is RNA. Okay, and the other ones are going to be then also in DNA. Okay, so again, you're going to be watching the content video, which will be coming up next, and then you're doing the day 4 homework that will be due Tuesday. That will be tomorrow, January 12th. Okay, and again, if you have any questions, please come to office hours Tuesday morning. We would love to be able to help you. Also email us. We'd be more than happy to help you as well. Okay, so again, remember, today's notes will be on transcription. It's going to be on day 4, notes right here, numbers 1 through 8. Okay? All right, take care. We will see you on Tuesday. All right, see ya. Bye.